So, can Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Is drug shortage still a problem? Yeah, it's still a problem. So what is drug shortage? FDA defines drug shortage as a situation where total supply of all clinical versions or FDA regulated drugs is inadequate to meet the level. Basically 93% involving medical necessary drugs and 52 shortage were both medically necessary and so drugs. Majority of drugs in short supply are usually used in hospital settings and are used for sedation, emergency care, and chemotherapy. And if we look at the chart, total drug shortage has been increasing throughout the year, and involving steroid injectables has also been showing the same trend. And this is from last year. Sources CDR drug shortage program. So those string specific type of shortage. So there's a few different type of drug shortage. First of all, if the lower string is having a shortage, then that means we're actually increasing medication error and wasting. For example, if lower string pills are on shortage, then we need to cut the bigger tablet. So when you cut the bigger tablet, it won't be accurate. Or if you need to use a large IV vial, like once you open up the big IV vial, you drop a little bit because you only need a little bit, and you don't have the lower string, you end up wasting the rest of it because every vial has an expiration date and it only lasts for so long. You can always keep them in the bed. So that's why. Higher string shortage. So if you have like a bigger tablet or a bigger vial that's on shortage, then you need to adding all those little vials and little tablets together. And the problem with that is that instead of giving one tablet, you're actually giving like 4, for example. And if you need to use a larger, when you need to use a large IV vial, like hospital expiration is short. So therefore, like using the large one and the short one, like altogether, like again with the expiration date problem. Generic drug shortage, you have to start using a brand name. Brand name shortage, you have to start using generic. But there are a few types of drugs that you can switch between brand and generic, and that's when you have a problem. Things like Synthroid and Coumadin. Sometimes you only have brand name drugs in the market. They don't have generic out yet, and if those brand name drugs are on shortage, then you need to have therapeutic substitute. They actually give you lower cost, but if you're using a different drug, there could be other type of drug interaction, other type of sensitivity, changing immune response, and different types of other things. For example, like Adderall, generic Adderall, both brand and generic are unavailable, and that'll be a problem. But okay, so the thing when a therapeutic substitute happens, you'll have a shortage of a substitute drug because if you don't have the brand name, everybody's start going to the therapeutic substitute. So it's going to be another shortage because they're not expecting this big volume for the other drug. So you're going to have 2 shortages. So that's what happened last time with the amphetamine. So patient comes in, give me a prescription of Adderall. I'm not sure if they're actually having ADHD or they have a final coming up. The thing about right now, especially in New York, is that people overuse a drug that they don't need. So let's say when people start taking prescriptions for amphetamine salt, like people who actually need it don't have it, and that's when we have the shortage. Because more and more people start using it. If you're not expecting the big of supply demand, then what happens is you don't manufacture as much. And when you don't manufacture as much, you don't have that many supply. And when everybody grabs the supply, you have none left. So that's what happens with drug shortage. So example of FDA drug shortage chart, if you go to FDA website, it tells you all the reason, all the companies that are making it, and like any other information that you can get from it. So these are examples. They give you the manufacturer, they give you the reason why there is a delay, and they give you other information depending on that, like the specific NDC number. If you go to FDA website, it should tell you everything. So these are just a couple examples. And these are all the drugs that are on shortage right now. So the reasons, like I said, manufacturer delay. Sometimes the active ingredient there's a shortage because you need certain labs to make those active ingredients, and when API is short, you don't have the drug. Also increased demand. Then what companies start doing is they start allocating the supply. So instead of people coming in with prescriptions for Adderall, they start giving it to people who actually need it. Or if the prescription drug doesn't meet the standard, and you can't manufacture it, that's when the shortage also occurs. Or if discontinued, because they're not making any more profit, that's also another drug shortage. Or if they're withdrawn from the market. So what can you blame for these? Sometimes safety issues, so you like manufacturer, it will be the person who you can blame. Also, demand, like the demand has grown, so you don't have enough supply. So that's usually like a epidemic kind of thing. And also manufacturer discontinue due to business reasons, and also industry reasons. So drug shortage, what's the big deal? Like you can always switch to something else, right? Like people. So the reason is that people with entirely curable disease, they're forced to take medications that are not as effective. So if they're on a really effective drug and they've been taking it for a long time and they reach the level, they're forced to take another one because the medication that they have been taking is not available anymore. And instead of the same drug, what happened is that there's a big outbreak market when drugs start having short supply. What they do is that the price increase for people who actually have drugs. So you'll be actually paying more price for the same drug that you have taken. And as you can see, like hospital, the cost of hospital almost like $260 million annually just for the drug shortage and spending. And also increased medication error and also affect clinical studies. So the biggest thing that causes that as a result from drug shortage is probably the drug cost. It increased by 92%. So it's like supply demand. Less supply, you have higher demand, price increase. So is there anything that FDA is doing to fix this? Well, they have this program called the Drug Shortage Program since 1999. What they do is basically they monitor and any upcoming shortage, and basically they fix it because they have been successfully prevented 137 drug shortage. So what they do is that when they see a shortage coming, if a new drug comes or there's a new therapeutic treatment that they're actually expecting a large volume, they will ask the firm to increase production, and they would ask the manufacturer to like find ways to migrate the quality issue if there are like issues about manufacturing or meeting the USP. They would actually increase the review time so new drugs can come out sooner. And also, you will want to import them if there is actually no way to manufacture them in the country. Usually from Europe. So the Huang's order, we signed an order, an executive order to instruct the FDA to take action, and that was October 31st of last year. That's when there's like a huge chemotherapy drug supply. So what this thing does is that drug companies or any industry manufacturer need to give an early 6-month notice if they are seeing any potential drug shortage. So FDA knows, and then they can ask other manufacturers to start manufacturing to prevent the drug shortage. And also they speed up process like the like any drug review process to begin planning or like alter drug production. And FDA also give